Implementing boundaries is easy with young children. For example, if you hit your sister, you sit in timeout. Or if you throw your toy, I'll take your toy away. But how do you set boundaries with an abusive husband? Many women respond to abusive situations by fighting back, and sometimes becoming abusive themselves, or shutting down altogether. So imagine with me if you were dancing with someone who repeatedly stepped on your toes. What would you do? Maybe you'd kindly ask him to be more careful, to stop stepping on your toes. If he refused, and he kept stepping on your toes, you have a couple choices, right? You could just stay silent, keep dancing, and being the victim of his poor dance steps. Or, if your toes were getting a little sore and you were ready for them to stop hurting, you could either stop dancing altogether or change your own dance steps. You could let go his hands, step back, and dance separately. If he pulls you back into the slow dance, you could stop and say, I'm not going to slow dance with you because you keep stepping on my toes. That hurts me, and when I've asked you to stop, you haven't. Until you can learn to dance without stepping on my toes, I won't slow dance with you anymore. Now, it's his turn to make a choice. What's he going to do? Well, he could stop dancing with you, he could dance separately, or he could learn to dance without stepping on your toes. Now, what he might do is criticize, scream, or pass the blame onto you. You're just too sensitive. You're being unreasonable. You're unsubmissive because you won't dance the way I want you to dance. This is where victims of abuse get confused and more easily manipulated, because you do want a close relationship with your husband. As a Christian woman, you believe that it's God's will for your marriage that you slow dance together. So maybe you just need to keep forgiving him every time he keeps stepping on your toes and hurts you. Maybe it's wrong to say ouch or stop or don't. Maybe it's your fault. Many women get caught in an endless cycle of self-examination, wondering if they are being too sensitive or selfish for not wanting their toes to hurt. So you try harder. You get back into the dance, but after having your toes stepped on again and again and again, you just blow up. Or maybe you just run away. And that pattern may have happened countless times in your marriage. Obviously, the dance that you're dancing in your marriage isn't working, at least not for you, and something has to change. And you can't change your partner, so the change must come with you. And that means allowing your spouse to feel the natural consequences of a sin by you setting some boundaries. Now, this is important to understand. Consequences or boundaries are not about punishment. They're meant to serve as a wake-up call. So when you decide to change your dance steps, you're choosing not to pretend anymore that your marriage is fine, that everything is okay, that you're fine with him stepping on your toes. You're no longer going to enable your spouse or abuser to think that he's entitled to the benefits of a great relationship or good marriage because you are his property. So some natural consequences for physical abuse could be calling the police, pressing charges, filing a restraining order. If he becomes verbally aggressive, your boundary is, I end the conversation. I won't be talked to this way. Don't justify your decision, just stop the conversation. It's not that you're too sensitive. You don't want to be in this conversation. If the situation continues to escalate, leave the house. Have a safety plan. Make sure you have access to money, clothes, and exit out of the house, a place to go. You do not have to stay and wait for a blow-up stage. Leave. If your husband repeatedly refuses to listen, separation may be an effective and often necessary boundary or consequence because it opens his eyes to what he's done, hopefully. But before you end a separation and get back together and allow him to come home, be sure that you're seeing some changes, that he sees what he's done, that he respects your no and continues to get help to manage his own negative emotions. Finally, a consequence may have to be ending the relationship, sadly, to stop the dance. This is an absolute last resort, but it is a boundary, a natural consequence to someone who continues to abuse and not repent. Consequences are biblical. It is God's law that a man sows and he reaps what he sows. It is always God's heart that consequences will result in the sinner, abuser, oppressor repenting from his wicked or sinful ways. But no one can repent if they don't see them. That's why boundaries are so important. Until next time, God bless and take care.